Now at Alley Plantation, about 30 or so miles west of New Orleans. Right along the Mississippi River.
Circle around to the other side. My name is Kristen. I'll be your tour guide today. Before we get started, we do have a few house rules. There'll be no smoking, no touching, no flash photography. Also, if you have a cell phone, we ask that you turn them off or on silent for about 30 minutes. We'd appreciate it. And please try to stay together as a group during your tour. Well, everyone, welcome to Alley Plantation, and welcome to what we like to call a different world. It's a world filled with the brightest of human aspiration and the darkest of human suffering. A world filled with the room. This is why the guests would sit down to a sumptuous feast, gazing at the beautiful trees at sunset through the wavy panes of glass in the windows. In fact, 85% of the windows here at Alley are the original glass that Jacques and Selena would have looked through nearly 200 years ago. They would have all been seated at a table like this, which is 16 feet long, mahogany, and dates back to the 1830s. You may notice that the silverware from this era is placed face down on the table. This was the traditional style among French Creoles of the time, and although there's no monogram on the silverware you see today, the host family crest or initials were usually imprinted there on the back. Here to the left is the guest bedroom with the rolling pin bed, and across the hut to the right is the nursery with the genuine baby. You notice that they resemble pineapples. The pineapple was a symbol of hospitality in Jacques and Selena's time. If you were a guest in their home, you would receive a fresh pineapple on the day you arrived. This meant welcome. But if you overstayed your welcome, you might awake one morning to find a second pineapple at the foot of your bed. And this was your host's most polite way of saying you'd overstayed your welcome and it was time for you to take your pineapple and go somewhere else. The original piece of Roman family furniture we still have in the house today. Sadly, the cradle went empty more and more often as the marriage went on, because Selena started spending almost all of her time in New Orleans. When Jacques grew depressed, it eventually took ill with tuberculosis. And in 1848, at the age of 48, Jacques Telesphore Roman died here at his beloved Ocala.
Oh, we've got the car on the
side facing one another, and they housed 104 field slaves and their families. Records show that there were also 20 house slaves, where tradition suggests that they would have been housed in or near the big house to better serve the family. Now, as you walk down this baby alley of oaks, up to your right there's a marker displaying an image of the 19th century slave quarters, a list of all the slaves, their ages, and their estimated values.
The graveyard here on the plantation. The levee blocks the view of the Mississippi River from here, otherwise you would be able to see it. This is right on the river. Said these oaks are 300 years old. Their life expectancy is 600 years old. The ones on the back side of the house are the baby oaks. They're a mere 160 years old. Beautiful Louisiana southern plantation.